Hello everyone, my name is Joe Parker. I'm President and CEO of NewCarBuyGuide.com. I want to thank you all for tuning in this week to this week's webinar, and I just want you all to know that I'm going to kind of give you all a brief overview and touch on some other subjects that I touched on last week, kind of for a public. I'm going to release this information to the public, and then I'm going to go one-on-one with you to chat about your specific situation and needs, because like I always say, no two car deals are the same. So thanks for joining us. I want to kind of clear the air again about third-party websites, because most of the time when I get in these one-on-one chats with you folks, I'm hearing a lot of, well, this site said my car was worth X, the dealer doesn't want to give me nowhere near that, or, I got a price online from a website that offers pricing. It's supposed to be accurate pricing. That's what, their claim is, and then I get to the dealership and the price that I have printed out isn't what I'm going to pay for the car. Or, I have a vehicle history report, and the information on there was very vague. So I wanted to take some time and eliminate some of that confusion for when I do go one-on-one with you and for the general public at the same time. So let's all go to a website that you want to get a trade value for your car in, and I'm going to show you that these sites, although they're set up as consumer friendly, are more dealer advertising sources than anything else. So I want you to type in the type of car that you want to trade, the brand, the year, the mileage, the model, the equipment, all of that stuff. And as you start to type it in for this example, I'm just going to throw out a 2007 Toyota Tacoma, double cab, four-wheel drive. Once I start to type in that I'm looking to get a value on my Toyota Tacoma, you're going to see on the side of the screen, a banner ad, or what they call a skyscraper ad. Nonetheless, your local dealer, your local Toyota dealership might pop up on this screen. There's no surprise to me. But once you see that kind of pop up and they're advertising to you, they know, they're target marketing you, and the site that you're on helps them do that. So if somebody's got a Buick that they want to trade in, then you'll see an ad for a local Buick, and you can try this as many times as you'd like. But at the end of the day, they're helping a dealer generate a lead, so they're going to show you some trade-in figures that are going to be, look good and attractive to you. And if you think, well, I owe $2,000 on my truck and it's worth $7,000 or $7,500, and when you get to the dealership, it's worth $3,000 to $35,000. That's because, again, the dealerships they don't use the third-party website that you're using to evaluate the trade-in of your vehicle. They're using up-to-date market reports from the local auction. And that's all a dealer's ever going to pay, folks, for your car is the same he can buy the same car at the auction floor. So it's wholesale. Very simple there. Other folks might start the conversation by saying, well, I went to this third-party internet site that offered me some accurate prices. And when I got to the dealership, I wasn't able to obtain that price. And as I dig further, I usually find out that, if you're looking for a Nissan Sentra, 2.5S, or the S model, excuse me, it's probably not a 2.5, I think it's just the S, if I'm not mistaken. An S model base package, either the dealer doesn't have the stripped out model that price you were given was for. It's based on the equipment. It has to be the exact same equipment, or the information is a little different. The car's no longer available. They're showing you a different car. All these things can happen quite easily. So it's really hard for you cannot buy a car over the internet. You cannot. You have to go to a dealer and negotiate a deal with them. No matter what company tells you what on the internet, no matter what website tells you whatever they want you to know, you can't buy a car from the internet. You need to go to the dealership and go through the process. One of the other things that we find is the vehicle history report. A lot of people will say, well, the vehicle history report was good, it was clean. And I'll say to them, I'll go over it with them, I'll say, do you have the vehicle history report in front of you? They'll say, yeah. I'll say, okay, what type of information is it giving you? Let's start in the top box. Okay, well, it's had 3 owners. Great, what's that mean? Doesn't mean anything. It means the car was bought and sold. Many of them are. Does it matter to you if the car had 3 owners? Shouldn't. If the car is a good car and it checks out, when you test drive it, then it's a good car. It's a machine. It doesn't matter how many people own it. It's really irrelevant. It might tell you that the car has never been in an accident. Well, if I hit a pole in a parking lot, the big foundations, the concrete foundations that hold up the light posts in the parking lot at the mall, this time of year is great for it because there's a lot of people shopping. And I hit it with my front fender of my car when I'm backing out because I cut the wheel too hard and I hit the thing. And I creased the front end of my fender in on the passenger side. I might not want to use, there's no damage to the concrete foundation. It's just to my car, so there's no need to call and get a police report or make an insurance claim when the insurance claim works like this. If you have a $500 or $1,000 deductible on your insurance policy, then that means you're responsible for the first $500 or $1,000 worth of repair work. If I don't want to make the claim because I don't want to pay the surcharge later on down the road for the claim, because when you make a claim on your insurance, they just make you pay them back every year by giving you a higher premium, what's called the surcharge. Discuss that later. Anyhow, if I have a friend that owns a repair shop or body shop and I can have him fix it for the same $500 or $1,000 my deductible is, then that's the route I'm going to go. And if I do that, then that's just one scenario where there's no property damage to the other piece of property, just to my car, because it's a concrete foundation. Not going to hurt anything. It's just going to hurt your car real good. So in that situation, I would get the car fixed, and it would never show up on the vehicle history report. And I'll point that out to people. And then it might show, how many times the registration was renewed. Who cares? Obviously, you got to renew your registration every year. So again, not valuable information. What is valuable information is how the owners took care of the car, and that might be on there. Again, if you take your car to a local dealership that reports to these vehicle history websites, then the information will be there. What kind of repairs you did, and when, and what they were. But if you have a friend that owns a repair shop and you take the car to him for oil changes and routine maintenance, and he doesn't report to these vehicle history websites, then the information won't be on there. So again, it's only public information that's displaying to you, and it's only as accurate as the information they can collect. And there's a lot of ways for people to hide information from those type of sites. So basically, in a nutshell, they did a good job with marketing their brands and getting you to believe that the information that they sell you for $20 is gold, when it's really not much there at all. If you really take the time to sit and read, it's not much to it that should make or break your decision on buying a car. Should you check it to make sure that the title is clean? Yeah, you can, but you can also ask the dealer to say, hey, do you have the title here? If you do, let me see it. I want to make sure it's not branded. Done. So again, seeking the expert advice from people like us to help you sort through this confusion instead of relying on third-party internet sites is what we're here for. And that's what we do, and we do it quite well. We have tons of satisfied customers, and again, we do all the legwork for you so you don't get hurt in the process. And we'll sort things out for you, so you'll know the deal before you get to the dealership. And as often as we can, we'll meet you at the dealership. And if you live in a different state than we can cover, then we'll make the deal in advance for you. So when you get to the dealership, you have phone access to us, and the deal's already done. And all you have to do is drive the car, and we're right beside you to help you by phone or video conference, based on your appointment times. So we'll call the dealership on your behalf. We'll broker the deal for you, your trade, everything. So there's plenty of ways we can help you save money. It's just a matter of you got to reach out and contact us or someone like us. I mean, if you don't want to use our firm, fine. But you should seek advice of an expert or experts like us to help you sort through the mess. I mean, there's so much information out there that's just not worth anything, and we'll help you with that. So again, I think some of the things I said here should be helpful and valuable to you. Again, we encourage you to always contact us. Consultations are free, and we'll do whatever we can to help you. And we help people every day. It's what we do. So again, thanks for tuning in for you folks in the public. And now I'm going to switch channels and go one-on-one with you folks that have tuned in to get information on your situation specifically. So with that said, thanks for watching, and I'll be with the rest of you folks very shortly. Stay where you are. Thank you.